Today we're doing a non-hiker's guide to the Hidden Lake Overlook Trail in Glacier National Park at Logan's Pass on the Going to the Sun Road. Where are we at, Emily?
Logan's Pass, the Hidden Lake Overlook hike.
First shot. Guide is coming from a decently in shape 28-year-old who carries about 30 pounds worth of camera gear and one water bottle on every hike he goes on. That's like specifically what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, there's a huge boardwalk. There's like 6 people.
This hike's about 3 miles round trip, actually 2.7 to be exact, and it should take you about an hour to hour and a half to complete. There are, however, a few things to consider when you're going on this hike. The first is probably the most important because without it, you won't be able to do the hike at all, and that is parking at Logan's Pass Visitor Center. The parking lot is extremely small and fills up by 6 a.m., so make sure if you're planning on doing this hike, you arrive early. It's a great place to watch sunrise, and this is what we would recommend doing. We caught sunrise and waited a little bit of time before we started the hike, as the day before we saw a mama grizzly bear and her 2 cubs on this exact trail. As you'll notice from this footage, a lot of the trail is on this nice wooden boardwalk. There is a lot of people, but it never felt crowded or overwhelming at any point. Going through the later parts of this hike, I would say you get some of the best views at the top of the Going to the Sun Road that you're going to be able to get. It's not even crowded, is it?
No, not at all.
Not at all. While on your hike, make sure you're keeping an eye out for wildlife and carry your bear spray. We didn't see any grizzly bears or any sort of bears while we were on this hike, but we did see a bighorn sheep up on the mountain here. Overall, this hike was pretty easy with some moderately difficult parts once you got up into the rocky area like this. The day before we did this hike, there was some rain, so we had a lot of nice puddles with nice reflections of the mountains while we were going up the trail. If I had to choose one hike in Glacier National Park to see some of the best views, I would probably say it would be this one or the Grinnell Glacier hike. However, the Grinnell Glacier hike is much more difficult than this one, so honestly, I would recommend this one. At this point, probably about a mile into the hike, you can start seeing the mountain that is in all the photos of Hidden Lake. I was honestly surprised. Once you rounded this corner, the lake just kind of appeared. This is as far as you could go. You couldn't go down to the lake when we were there because there was a heavy grizzly bear activity in the area. There was a nice overlook and plenty of space for everybody to stop and take a picture and take in the nice views of the mountain and the Hidden Lake.